I have to be very honest with you guys. As much as saying these things is controversial, it's important to address the problems of modern dating and those that men have to deal with. Not only do I encourage you guys to go your own way, but I also touch on why men have it hard to succeed in all facets. Most men today have accepted that they must deal with the burden of performance because nobody cares about a man's feelings except for his family, if at all. While some cry about it and want social engineering to work its magic to change people's minds, others are pragmatic and learn to navigate this insane clown world the West has become. Fortunately, not all countries are the same, and there are still some places where women are feminine and family-oriented, and men are valued for providing for their families. No wonder why some men are checking abroad for relationships and good mothers to their kids. Other men, though, prefer living as bachelors because that's way more peaceful and less of a headache. Either way, quote-unquote female liberation has failed miserably and has made men look for pussy and women for male validation. Even some artists promote female promiscuity, degeneracy, and showing their bodies on the internet. Plus, most modern women in the West are asking for too much, but want a man to accept them no matter what, even if they've got a repulsive history of men, if you know what I mean. Anyway, in today's video guys, I'll touch on some insightful views about the current state of dating as well as the difficulties men go through. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go deeper, a special shout out to JJ Wa for always dropping some wisdom in the comments, recently comparing men as growing assets to women and women as growing liabilities to men. But that aside, let me share the comment of the day now. Shout out to Monk Forever. He said, "The only thing worse than a 304 is a Lizzo 304. Hey, can't argue with that. But seriously, the things the woke media are pushing, peddled by the elites, are wild." As usual guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Also, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it does help us out a lot. We're almost hitting 10,000 subscribers, so please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Now, back to the video. Embrace your masculinity. Men that do not hold themselves accountable have a hard time dealing with the consequences, and women can do just fine no matter how bad their personality is, as long as they are slightly beautiful. However, some women argue that women are really trying to change because 90% of cosmetic surgery is done by women. Well, that's correct and sad at the same time. No matter how much modern-day women believe that men just want to chase chicks and don't look for any commitment, the reality is quite different. Some men out there did want a loving relationship, but they ended up with attention-seeking, superficial women that did not deserve a pass. Imagine marrying a seemingly beautiful woman and having kids with her just to realize the kids are ugly. Surprise, motherfucker! She went under the knife and you believed she was all natural, or even worse, she said she was all natural. I'm exaggerating, of course, but I hope I've gotten my point across. Men are naturally attracted to youthful women, especially if they're between 20 and 24. Men don't usually like artificial women with lots of plastic on their faces, but just natural girls with good manners and a decent hierarchy of values. That is indeed too much to ask in the modern world, and as you might have realized, women are happy to change how they look, but not how they act. In fact, as men, you probably couldn't care less about a woman getting bigger lips, but you'd love some women to change their stinky attitude. If that's not a huge reality check, tell me what is. Well, I'll tell you now. By the way, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on interesting insights. The saying goes, better late than never. Well, that's partly true, and if someone admits they've made the wrong choices and are now working on themselves to make the right ones, that's admirable. However, the past always determines the present in one way or the other. Some post-wall women, especially if they've been promiscuous and now are quote-unquote spiritual, think that sex is a sacred thing. In fact, women like Brittany Renner felt multiple times during her past life that she was making love, while the man at hand was just having sex like he was taking a piss. Let me be brutally honest. She confessed she feels dirty now that she slept with multiple men, but at some point, she said that juggling balls were her favorite thing to do. This was a joke made after playing some soccer with 6ix9ine. Well, great pun, but if sex is really a sacred thing, Brittany should have waited until marriage to allow a man to sleep with her. Some women spend a lot of time posting provocative pics on Instagram and other social media platforms, and even make sexual jokes that make them look like 304s. As much as some men may think of getting laid with this kind of women, none of these men want to marry them. That's why Myron said that 304s, or any girl with a high body count for that matter, is only suitable for recreational use. Men are disgusted by a woman's promiscuous past, and to be fair, decent men are not excited by a woman saying that she'll give him the best sex or head he's ever had. That's pretty much what most men, including MGTOWs, think. She might give you an awesome blowjob, so what? Can she bond with you? Will she be a good mother to your children? Will she be loyal? The answer is no, and men with options will lean towards purer women rather than those who have been banged by multiple men. Come to think of it, it makes perfect sense because once the act is over, is there anything else she can offer? If the answer is a resounding no, then she's not a good partner for you. This is so common amongst men that there are literally coined terms for this phenomenon, this sudden realization, i.e. post-nut syndrome and post-nut clarity. While the average man thinks that he doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10 woman, the average woman thinks she deserves a top-tier man. Most women out there overspend money on their looks, as I mentioned before, especially in surgery and other treatments, but they hardly change their behavior. That's why some women can easily get men, but can't retain them. Sex is not enough to retain a guy. If the man realizes that the woman's got a bunch of red flags, he will not consider her a long-term, but rather just a sexual partner. Sexual liberation has encouraged women to be delusional, sleep around, and think that they deserve the best men without giving anything in return. And let me clarify this, I'm not encouraging male promiscuity either. Sleeping around with multiple women can get you in trouble because it can make you and the woman banged worse individuals. Let me explain. Some women end up sleeping with multiple guys, and the byproduct of that is they're not able to bond and establish healthy relationships. If a man sleeps around with multiple women, he might think that women are the prize and treat them like objects. Either way, doing that is very detrimental to society as a whole. The chances of forming a loving relationship are gone, but mostly because some ideologies, you guys know which ones I'm talking about, have told women that sleeping around is awesome. However, women are still the gatekeepers of the dating marketplace. In fact, Rich Cooper says all the time that women don't care about your struggles. They hang out at the finish line and pick the winners. That's indeed a strong but truthful statement. Men have to work their asses off to attract not only beautiful chicks, but also money and status, whereas women can freely move around as long as they're beautiful. And you know what's shocking? Most women pick the bad guy that did not care about them, and as a result, they end up miserable and asking where the good men are. And to wrap this up, let's simply remember that the decay has been caused by promiscuous females. Here's my advice for you guys. Stay strong, don't make women a priority, and put yourselves first. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? What is the biggest insight you take away from this video? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time, guys.